Today I have one special story for you. I love stories. I love to listen to people who motivates me, and they are sharing stories from their life.
I just want to say something that brings joy to my heart.
Because I don't know, I can really relate to that, and I can easily remember the point of the story then. So, for this story, I needed permission, permission from Lejla, who is my husband's daughter, and she said, "Yes, of course. If this helped someone, then I'm in." Okay, so lean back and drink some coffee or tea and enjoy in the story. And I will share with you in the beginning why did I remember this story now. Because when we were now with my husband Gregor on Bali for holiday, when we went on Bali, I have a dog at home, Shih Tzu lady. And I said, okay, now what we will do, we are gone for 14 days, who will take care of Lady? And Lejla said, I will take Lady to my mom's home, I will take care of her, no problem, don't worry, everything will be okay. And I was like surprised and happy, like, wow, Lejla will have 14 days Lady. And I will share with you why was this surprising for me. Because Lejla, when I met Gregor and Lejla a few years ago, and when we started dating, I knew that Lejla was afraid of dogs. But this was not a little fear, this was really huge fear, because when we met, she didn't want to touch Lady. She was so afraid of her. We had to put her on the leash inside of the house, and we have to close Lady to another room. So this was really a huge fear for Lejla. And I don't even want to go there how big fear was when she met some big dog or some dangerous dog, let's say. She was always crying, always having this bad feeling, and this was not so comfortable, because when you get with somebody and you see slowly you can see the future with him, then you know that this is something we have to take care of, or we have to deal with it. But I knew deep inside me, I knew that I can motivate her and I can slowly start working with her, that she will get past this fear. And it was amazing when I was thinking now about this story. I said, okay, now I'm doing this professionally, but I know that all my life I have this feeling for motivation and for working with people in this way. So when Lejla came to our house, it was always, let's say, people around us or in the family, they wanted to persuade Lejla that nothing is wrong, that Lady will not beat her, that everything is okay, that she's a small dog, and that she don't need to be afraid of her. But this didn't work, of course, because Lejla had this big story in her head, because she had some bad experience in her childhood, and she had something with one big dog, and she couldn't see the way we did because we didn't have this experience. So I saw that in very early stage, and I said, okay, I will go really, really slowly, and I will talk to her. I will go with Lady walking with her. I will start really slowly, but first I will accept that she's afraid of dogs. So I can't do this overnight. So this was the first step. I accepted. And then the second was that I knew that she has to be with Lady in the same room, and that we can do really, really small steps, and then something will change. And yes, I won't forget this. Someday when I was, I don't know, in living room, in the couch, I don't know, in sofa where I was, but one moment Lejla went on the sofa, and Lady jumped on the sofa, and they just started to cuddle. And this was the amazing picture for me, like a movie. I was so happy, and I knew that being patient and being very slow with small steps will help Lejla on this path. So, and now I couldn't believe it. Just a few years later, she wanted to take Lady for 2 weeks in her home and be with her night and day, take care of her, and just forget about this fear. Yes. And I don't know what to tell you, but this is so great feeling. And I'm doing this a lot in my workshops. I'm working with people who are afraid of getting sick, who are afraid that disease will come back, who are afraid of life, that they are what they are. They are afraid to make changes. They are afraid to just speak in another way, or I don't know, all these things. But when people accept it first, and then take responsibility for changes, and they know that the only way to work through fear is that they accept it and they start working on that. And this can go really fast then. Just we need, of course, patience. And on this 2-day workshop original from Louise Hay, we are working a lot on that. First, we see what negative beliefs we have, what happened in our childhood, what was the messages, and then we slowly start first accept it. We don't see it as a bad thing. We just see it as that this was in the past, and now we are on the workshop to change this. So we are slowly changing the thoughts and affirming and doing a lot of exercise. And I love this. I love this. With small steps, but very fast, we can make changes. And Lejla did, and so can you. So yeah, I wanted to share with you today this story to see how a little girl who had really bad experience in her past, now a few years later, took this dog and take care of her for 14 days. And the only thing we did was we accept the fear and slowly start working with her, that she saw that this fear was just in her head and that she can do changes on her own. And she did. She did an amazing job, and I'm so proud of her. So yes, if you want that we help you, come to our 2-day workshops or coaching as well, because on coaching we can do it a little bit faster because we go really deep and we do it like case by case, individually. So it really helps. And let this story be motivation for all of you who have a lot of fear in your life, because if Lejla would be stuck in this fear, she wouldn't have so how can I say this, so full life, rich life. She would have a lot of problems being in our house or going somewhere on the trip, because lady would be there. But because she went through this fear and started to changing her beliefs and her thoughts, now she's living really fearful, not fearful, fearless life, in that sense that she loves lady and she's not afraid to go out walking, and she likes to take her to some trips or outside or in her bed as well. So yeah, this is really a family story, but it has a huge meaning in that story. And it doesn't matter how big the fear is, you can go over that. But first accept it, then take responsibility, no judgment, and then you just need a lot of patience and love. And I can help you with that.